Hello, everybody. My name is James Flanagan, and I'm honored to be the executive director here at Catholic World Mission, where we strive each and every day to help uplift the poor all around the world. Really appreciate your support as we do it. Today, I want to share some aspect of our website that a lot of people don't know about, and that's our blog page. We have articles upon articles upon articles, well researched essays regarding the Catholic faith. Lots of great information about the Catholic faith there. Anything when it comes to saints, anything when it comes to the hierarchy of the church, any question that you might have regarding how to get involved with the church, we have your answers for that. So today we're going to talk a little bit about how you could get more involved with the church. It's a question I get a lot of times for a lot of new people coming into a church, people that have been away for a while, want to get back into the Catholic Church. And a lot of times it can be very nerve-wracking. I completely understand that. It's a new environment. It's environment that might seem a little scary at first because you just don't know people. You might not know the traditions of that particular parish, and but you still have this desire to really get involved. So I have 8 steps from our website, CatholicWorldMission.org, that tells you 8 different ways to get involved with your parish. So number one, it all starts with praying with your parish, which means getting involved and going and attending and bringing your family to weekly mass and holy days of obligation. Mass is the central part of every single parish. You need to be involved on a weekly basis in order to understand what's happening in that parish and to have your commitment as a Catholic. You'll be very surprised about the people that you meet on a daily basis, on a weekly basis when you attend Mass. These are some of the greatest people out there. They'll be friendly, they'll be welcoming to you, and all you have to do is show up. Check out the website, look at the times for the Mass, and show up, and you'll be good to go. That's step number one. Step number two is after you've gone to Mass for a few times and you're getting to know the parish, you're getting to know the priest, you're getting to know the deacons, you're getting to know the ushers, you're seeing everybody's role during Mass. I encourage you to get involved in that particular Mass. Now, I'll tell you a little secret from a Catholic, longtime Catholic, is that we are always desperate for lay people to be involved in the Mass. There's a lot of different roles you can participate in. Number one, you could be an usher. You could be a reader. You could be singing in the choir. You can help with collections. You could get things organized before Mass. You could count money after Mass. There are a lot of different things that are needed when it comes to that structure of that Mass that we're always very desperate for volunteers. So see what's available. See what really drives your heart and see how you can get involved with it. I promise you that people are going to be very welcoming once you start asking the questions about how you could serve in that capacity. Now, going back to the article at CatholicWorldMission.org, step number three is go beyond worship. So let's say you're going to Mass, you're involved in the church, you're very involved with the Mass, maybe you're an usher. Think about other ways you could really contribute to that parish life. And it's as easy as picking up the bulletin, going to the website, or talking to people that you've met at Mass to see what ministries are out there. Most churches will have a Knights of Columbus, a great council, a great men's organization that I've been part of for many, many years. There might be a women's group involved there. St. Vincent de Paul is very popular. There might be some shelter activity that they have to help the homeless. Start asking questions, checking out on social media to see how you could get involved. And once again, just like when we were talking about with the volunteers for the actual Mass, these ministries are in desperate need for people to get involved with. So go ask the question. Say, how can I get more involved in? How can I really make a difference with that? And I think you're going to be surprised, but people are going to embrace you right away. Another great way to really get involved in your parish is to be on the lookout for retreats. Retreats. Now, retreats are a great opportunity to really get centered in Christ, get really centered in your spiritual life. And some of the best opportunities, some of the best times of my life have been going to a retreat led by a wonderful priest, a wonderful nun that really gets me focused in on what I should be doing as a Catholic husband, a Catholic father, a Catholic man. So check for the latest and greatest retreat that's coming out in your parish. Not only will it be a great opportunity for you to build your spiritual life, it's also a great chance for you to meet new people. Some of the best friends, the greatest, strongest connections that I've had have occurred because of a retreat, and I encourage you to check those out. And if you've never been on the retreat, give it a try. A lot of times you can start off small, maybe a weekend retreat, maybe it's just a Saturday morning, but build from there and see what type of retreats you really like. Now that you're really fully involved and you're going to on retreats, you're helping out in ministry life, you're going to mass, I encourage you to take step 5 very seriously. And step 5 means all you have to do is make sure newcomers feel welcome. So you remember how it feels like being a newcomer to a parish. You're scared. Um, it's all new. Um, it might be a little intimidating. So when you're at these events and when you're participating in mass and when you're going to retreats and when you're part of the ministry, I encourage you to step up and talk to newcomers. Talk to people you haven't seen before and encourage them, be welcoming to them, invite them to church. So as Catholics, our responsibility is to go out there and evangelize. And a lot of times we can evangelize by being who we are, by living our faith each day, and by welcoming people into our parishes. So I really encourage you to do that because we all have felt how it feels like being a newcomer, which can be very challenging. Parishes, and this is step 6. Step 6 is find your niche and offer experience. One thing that I've encountered a lot is sometimes I've talked to business people, people with a particular skill, and they say, "Well, my parish doesn't need my particular skill." Perhaps they think that they only need great singers for the choir, or they need great readers during church. A parish is like any other organization that has a budget, and like any organization that it takes care of money, that has projects, has fundraising goals, and all of that. So if you have a business background, for example, I encourage you to see whether or not you could be a business manager at your parish, or see how your business skills can really benefit the parish. You might have a great technical background. You might know a lot about computers, a lot about building websites. All of that is extremely valuable for your parish, and there's nothing wrong with going up to that parish manager, going up to a priest or a deacon, and say, "Hey, Father, hey, Deacon, I know a lot about computers, and I think this website that we have can be upgraded." Believe me when I say this, having talked to a lot of priests, talked to a lot of deacons, they will be thrilled with your support. So think about what skills you have, maybe your professional skills or some hobbies that you might have, and think about how you could utilize that for your parish. Number 7 is start something new. It's really important that if you're not finding something at your parish and you want to do it, then you start it. A great example I have at my most recent parish is that there is a wonderful friend of the family, new mom, very busy mom, and she felt that there was a need to really start an organization that benefits moms, busy moms, stay at home moms, moms with a bunch of kids, and try to create a group where they feel connected spiritually, where they make great friendships. And she started this moms group at our parish and really launched. It's been very popular, it meets twice a month for an opportunity for these mothers to come together and support each other as Catholic mothers to help raise their family. So it's very exciting. She saw a need and she met it. So don't be afraid to start something if you feel like it needs to be done. And step 8 is become a missionary. So let's say you're doing a great job at your parish. You're involved, your family's involved during the Mass. You're going to retreats. You're part of ministries. You started a couple ministries. You're using your professional skills, your hobby skills, your technical skills to help the parish. We always have to remember that the Catholic Church isn't just the church down the street. It is at the church a couple miles down the way. It is at the church that you attend every single day. That's one component of it. But really, the Catholic Church is a universal church all around the world. And we have Catholics that are in need all around the world. Some very powerful moments that you can have are being a missionary to go overseas to be a part of a mission for a specific project. Now, a lot of times when I've talked to people that become addicted to this missionary work, and some people do because they really love helping those people in need all around the world. They usually start off small. So maybe it is going to a mission trip within the United States, maybe in their individual state, just outside of their parish, to really understand how it all works. But there are a lot of great organizations out there. If you just type in Catholic mission trips, you'll find a whole bunch all across the internet and different opportunities all around the world. But what a great way to really connect with your Catholic faith and really connect with Catholics outside of your community, outside of your particular parish. And it's really something that we're called to do as Catholics. So those are 8 ways to get involved in your parish. I encourage you to check out that article and more at catholicworldmission.org. I'll leave the address down um, in the description of this video, and leave me a comment. Would love to hear your thoughts about how you're getting involved in your parish and how you encourage other people to get involved. So once again, this is James Flanagan. I'm the executive director at Catholic World Mission. And I really, really encourage you all to continue to do what you're doing, and I'm praying for you each day. God bless.